What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Momo's World. If it's your first time here, go down below, subscribe, hit the like button on this video because you're definitely going to enjoy it. I had my first interview for YouTube and being a social media influencer. So that's what's up today. You can check it out. Shout out to Sava for the interview. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and enjoy.
Hey guys, my name is Sabah Care. For those people that don't know who I am, I'm a blogger. I go by the name Her Soul Search on Instagram and on Twitter. Today I'm going to be joined by a special guest, Momo's World, and he's going to introduce himself. And yeah, this week's podcast is going to be an interview with him. So yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brandon. I go by Momo's World on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I'm a social media influencer / YouTuber. I make comedy skits and everything from comedy skits, how-to videos. I state my opinion, and I really try to keep everything upbeat and positive.
Yeah, so what were you doing before YouTube, before you got involved with the whole YouTube world?
So before YouTube, I played basketball for over 6 or 7 years from when I was a little kid. I was in school, of course. And then after I finished high school, I took about a 5-year gap just to really figure out what I wanted to take because I wasn't 100% sure. And during that time, I had the passion and the interest in starting YouTube, but I wasn't 100% sold on the idea. It wasn't until I finally decided to go back to college and university, and in one of my classes, my marketing class actually, my teacher, not pulling me aside, she said it right in the middle of the class, in the middle of everyone. She looked me right in my eyes and said, you're in the wrong place, you shouldn't be here. And I took it for a really negative light immediately, because of course this is first or second week of university and they're telling you shouldn't be here. It sounds like something from a movie, but she actually finished what she was saying and said, no, you are destined for so much more. You need to impact people on a different level than just doing their taxes, which is what I was doing. I was doing accounting. But she said, no, you need to do something on a bigger scale. You need to impact others. You have too strong of a voice. You're too confident. You have too much of a message that isn't being seen that needs to be out there.
So yeah. So from what
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, from what I understand, that whole scenario did impact you, and it led on to something else. So do you want to tell us what that was?
Yeah, so I kind of took it as a grain of salt. I didn't really think anything of it because, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, maybe this teacher is just doing that typical thing in the movies. Okay, she's just trying to test my willpower to see if I'll come back or one of those type
exactly,
things.
Yeah.
So I kept coming back, and she's like, oh, how's it going? Did you start it yet? Do you need help? And she was really crucial in my starting of my channel from just the setup alone, not even the content side. She really emphasized every single class. We were supposed to be learning about different types of analysis and different product placements and stuff in the marketing. We were learning about social media and learning about, because she really wanted, and she kept emphasizing and foreshadowing what she wanted me to go into. And she would keep me back in class after to talk to me about different influencers around the same age and what they're doing and how they're impacting people. And it really hit a certain string in my heart just because I did end up losing 2 important people in my life that were really crucial and implemental, almost on a level of just parent figures. So when she did start talking about these things and what she wanted and was hoping that I would start doing and impacting people, it really made me think about what my grandmother and my uncle wanted me to do and how they wanted me to impact the world and leave my mark as well. So that's what the big driving force was, really remembering what they wanted from me.
Exactly,
and doing it for myself and in memory, I guess, of them.
It seems like your teacher was a really pivotal part of your journey and what led you on to going into YouTube, because it seems she's the one that made you develop and go into YouTube. So
she really was a driving force, but it was more so like she really was kind of that last little hurdle that put me over the top. Because I mean, everyone as a kid
To take the
dreams,
plunge,
they want to
exactly.
be YouTube famous. They want to do all these things. They want to have all these views and just kind of have bragging rights, have all these subscribers, have people come up to them randomly, but not really have a message behind it. And that's something
Exactly.
that, from a young age, my uncle instilled in me and my grandmother instilled in me.
Yeah.
And that's what that teacher really rekindled back in my head and in my heart. Okay, this is your message. Don't defer from it. Go forward and do what you got to do to get your message out there.
Exactly. So when did you decide to take the plunge, and what did you do in that space of time? What did you still go back to school, or did you did you leave, or like what happened in the interim for it?
So it's not my most influential or positive message, but I started school in January, mind you, first year. I started in school January of 2017 this year, and I stopped going to classes as of mid-February, early March.
I like the honesty.
From the guidance of my teacher as well. She said, you know what, like, I believe you're going to be able to do this, but I don't think you should be doing school at the same time, or at least at this very given moment. Mm-hmm. You need to focus all your energy on building your passion up first, no matter what numbers it gets you, no matter what following it gets you. You need to do this before you move on to any educational stage.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't saying accounting wasn't the field that I was going to end up doing, which I am now, but I mean, she felt I needed to get this piece instilled and
going, get the driving force going, yeah.
So from March up until now, I've basically been going to school, but not being in classes. She recommended, okay, I come to the school and use all the resources, from their MacBooks to their editing softwares to their cameras to their study rooms to record and film, work with the AV team, work with the radio station, work with everyone that I'm able to at the school.
Until you get yourself on your feet to be able to, do really both.
She believed in learning, of course, but she understood what I needed to learn.
Your potential,
wasn't all theory. It was practical. I had to do it. I had to see it done. I had to be hands-on and really see, okay, this is how radio recording works. This is how script writing works. This is how lighting works, which if you've seen my videos, you know my lighting is still good. I'm still working on my lighting. But,
I think what she helped you do is bring that vision to life, so you know it's going, and then from the conversations we've had prior to this, that now you're at that space where you're ready to go back. So yeah,
so now, well, not now, but in 2 weeks I'm going to be going back to the same school for accounting again. But now that I have somewhat of a base in what I want to do, and I have a way that I'm able to balance it, I'm going to be doing both at the same time, 100% full force. I'm not going to slow down on my uploads. I'm actually going to increase my uploads once I have all of my equipment and everything. So I'm not worried about losing either or doing poorly in either.
Exactly. You got a balance of both, and all the power to you to keep it going.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, what is Momo's World, and what does it mean to you? So that's your YouTube channel name for anyone that's not aware of it. So yeah, what is it, and what does it mean to you?
So it's funny. Even yesterday, I always get a lot of backlash and a lot of laughter when people hear the name Momo's World, because it sounds so close to Elmo's World, or it sounds so close to such a little kid type thing.
Yeah.
But really, Momo's World was created out of, I guess you could say, my own creativity, but as well, it came from the vision of Superwoman's Unicorn Island. Because, I mean, as a 16-year-old kid, and a 16-year-old boy in Toronto, you can't really say, oh yeah, I'm having a rough day, I need to go to Unicorn Island. So, I had to create my own kind of Unicorn Island-like space that I could go to mentally and just really escape from whatever was going on, whether it was with my parents or school or sports, relationship-based, whatever the case may be. I had my
safe
spot
haven
where I was able to, really a safe haven where I was able to go to and be able to be myself, not be judged, because that's something I dealt with from a young age, having such anxiety and fear of what people would think if I said what I wanted to say and not what they wanted to hear. If I did what I wanted to do and not what they expected me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt after talking to my teachers and even after my uncle and my grandmother, I really needed to get that message across, because if I was the one person dealing with this, it couldn't just be me. It had to be multiple people, and I know for sure
Exactly, yeah.
whether it's males dealing with mental health issues,
Exactly,
or
yeah.
just overall just not feeling like they have any security or safe haven.
Or
At
even
least they
just
can have
someone that's
something
like can relate to what they're going through, and
Yeah,
that place where they can
yeah.
say, you know what, we're all that community base that you've created now to
Right,
allow them
exactly.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very empowering, because I think if anyone goes to your YouTube channel and sees your intro video, they'll see that, you know, Momo's World is a universal place that anyone can be part of, and it's a place where, you know, you put in the description as well, it's a place where you can find your happy place, it's a place where you can be yourself and feel zen.
Yeah.
And it's good
Yeah.
that you have your own like analogy for like Unicorn Island, but you've also created that place where other people can go as well. So I think yeah, it's definitely something that's really motivating out there.
Right. And I really feel like Unicorn Island, because like Lily Singh, Superwoman, she is so adamant about
like positivity,
female empowerment.
Yeah.
It's become more into that, so guys kind of feel like they can't really fit into that, or they feel like they're not a part of that community, which everyone is welcome to that community. I'm a part of that community. I am a feminist as well.
Yeah.
But we all need our own place where we feel comfortable, not where we feel like...
So like Momo's World could be that for you, but
Yeah.
somebody else can take that from
really,
you and be like,
yeah,
I can
like
have
how
my
you
own
mentioned
like place
about
as well,
my,
yeah.
Yeah, like how you mentioned about my intro kind of, not the intro video, but the intro description.
Exactly,
that
yeah.
was based out of how Momo's World actually got named. It got named because I was going through such a really rough patch. Not this past summer, the following summer before that. So summer 2016? Yeah, summer 2016. I'm with my best friend, Serena. There, I gave you a shout out, Serena.
Shout out, Serena.
Yeah, so I'm sitting with Serena on her front porch. It's maybe 11, 12, 1 a.m. Worst summer I've ever had. Just worst few months I've ever had. Not in a good place with my parents, not in a good place like physically, mentally. I've gained weight out of being super skinny from before. I'm just sitting there and thinking, like, where am I supposed to go with this? What am I supposed to do? And this is before any of the school stuff. This is after my uncle had passed away and my grandmother had passed away. It was that summer where I'm just like, what next? What do I do now? What's my motivation? Where do I, like, emphasize my focus on? And she just looked at me and she's like, and she's the one who actually gave me the name Momo from before, not even from this moment. She called me Momo because my last name is Muhammad, and she figured Momo is
like abbreviation
the
of
thing
it,
closest to it, I guess,
Yeah.
or something like that. So she would call me Momo, and she looked at me and she's like, you know what, Momo, this world is yours to do whatever you want to do. You should do what you want to do, not give, and really just be yourself and empower people by being yourself. This is Momo's World. And in some crazy way, probably from sleep deprivation from both of us, I was like, Momo's World sounds pretty cool.
This could work,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Most likely it was probably sleep deprivation. We hadn't slept in probably 24 hours. You were just up the entire day hanging out, going places, and then finally it was that kind of downtime, that little moment on her porch where we're just
I
sitting
think
there and
everything
she's
comes
like,
together as well, and like the universe
Yeah.
kind of conspires it to come into place as well. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you talked to me a bit about what Momo's World is. So in some of your videos you have different characters, and one of them is called Suresh. So tell us a bit more about Suresh and like your character Brandon, and maybe some of the other characters that maybe you're gonna like put onto your like YouTube channel.
So my main character, or my main characters, the original one, named after me, Brandon, is I guess you could say a shadow of me, or even kind of a personality figure in me that I have, and I believe all of us have it sometimes. And Brandon represents not the fear of stepping out of our comfort zone, but it's more so just doing what society expects you to do, kind of just going with the flow. not being too loud or not being too quiet, not trying to speak out of the crowd, not trying to be a leader, just trying to fit in and just gel with society. And Suresh is the other side of a lot of or even some people have this 100% of the time, and I like, all cheers to them for that. But I mean, Suresh represents the outspoken, not caring about what people think about him, the proud side of everyone, and just the determined side of everyone, I would have to say. So those are the two main characters I have right now. And a lot of people actually think that, and I haven't really put it into the videos as of yet. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek into what's coming.
On the Bikes Cares podcast, yay!
Yeah, so...
And also on Brandon's YouTube channel.
Yeah, so a lot of people know that have been following me since the beginning. They know I shoot everything off my phone. I don't have the best quality stuff. I'm not able to do a lot of effects that I have knowledge on and I have the theory on, but I can't do it and put it into practice. But once I do have my camera and laptop, I'll be able to do these things. But basically, in a nutshell, everyone believes, and I've created the belief, that Suresh is Brandon's cousin. But really, Suresh is Brandon's good side of his conscience. Brandon is the main character, the person, and Suresh is just the shadow of one of his personalities. Yeah. The brave, the bold, not caring, kind of cocky in a sense, and arrogant. And the other character that I'm going to be bringing in, I haven't really figured out a name. Do you remember what name I said? Was it Shane?
Yeah, Shane,
I think. Yeah, Shane. So Shane is going to be the other side, which is going to be like the good angel, I guess you could say, out of the conscience, where he's like, oh, you shouldn't say this. You shouldn't. The more hesitant side. Brandon becomes a neutral person, like how we are as kids or as babies. We have give multiple personalities. He becomes a neutral person where he can pick and choose from each side now and really decide where or how he wants to deal with each scenario as they come. So if someone was to trip him in a video, he has both these voices in his head saying, or not in his head, but really next to him, where nobody else can see.
Like angels in a sense, isn't it? Like guardian angels on both sides.
Yeah, kind of like, oh no, like trip him back. Oh no, like go about your day. And really, Shane is gonna represent the good, but the very. I'm trying to think of the word. Good, but at the same time, very naive.
Naive,
to
yeah,
the world,
exactly. Yeah, that's the word
right?
for it.
He believes everything is okay. Everything happens for a reason. You just have to go with the flow. You can't change the world, so just go with what's going on. And then Suresh, of course, is the bold one who's like, no, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. It doesn't matter what that person says. Who cares if that employer says this? You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And you have no say. With really funny accents, of course.
It seems like your characters go deeper than just, oh, this is a character and this is like, he's going to speak in whatever accent. It seems like they have their own personality, but it goes deeper than like being on a very metaphysical kind of like
way. The creation, I guess you could say, or the development of these characters come from within myself, of course. And it comes from just really feeling kind of oppressed, if that's the right word, in my family situation and just overall in life. From a young age, I always felt like I wasn't able to speak my mind clearly. I always felt very, like, I could remember my dad asking something as simple as, did you bring spoons to the table around dinner time? And I got such anxiety and such fear where I just didn't know how to answer, because I felt like if I answered the wrong way grammatically, I would be questioned and criticized, and I was afraid. I was so afraid to the point where I wasn't able to move of being criticized in certain situations that I just succumbed to that pressure of just saying exactly what he wanted to hear or trying to say what people wanted to hear, whether it was school, my parents, and really I just never had my own voice until I started to kind of get older. I'd say it started to kind of happen because that kind of bridge between my parents kind of happened around 16, 17, like when I started to create my own kind of,
because I think when you're in your teens as well, you're finding yourself as well, and you're finding your voice and how you can
and really I
express
felt
yourself
like,
without sort
yeah,
of offending anyone prior to such. But then when you grow
yeah,
older, you kind of find your own middle ground and how you can express yourself and also like assert your opinion and keep it sort of, I don't know what's the word for it, but like keep everyone sort of
keep everyone kind of happy, but
exactly, yeah.
make them understand that you are your own person.
Yeah, you're an
not,
adult now and you've got your own
yeah, you're not a mirror of them.
exactly.
But yeah, no, that really started to become a thing around 16, 17, because I felt like for the first 15 years of my life, I kind of played more of that Shane character, kind of being afraid, just doing as told, not trying to step out of certain boundaries, out of fear, or really out of fear of what would happen and the repercussions. And then as I started turning 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and now 21, and soon to be 22, I feel like I got to tone it down sometimes, but I feel like the Suresh character really kicks in pretty often. So it's
Do you think
like,
your relationship
you know,
like with your parents now has gone a lot better, or is it still the same as it was before?
I wouldn't say it's gotten worse, but I wouldn't say it's gotten any better. I feel like it's at a neutral point now where they understand that I am who I am, but
they kind of let you do your own thing as well, yeah.
Yeah, coming from a West Indian family, they'll always try to change you. You could be 45 years old, they could try and change you. They'll try no matter what they do. They'll send you I recently added my dad back to Facebook after
oh my god.
only because he will spam me, and every time you hear a vibration on this podcast, that's him. He will send me 5 or 6 different articles per day about being a good person, and one story about this and one story about that, and this health fruit that's supposed to save the world, and just a bunch of spam. It's like, yeah, always trying to change your perception on things, have you like a higher level of thinking. It's like living with 2 Yodas all the time. Just really 2 Yodas without.
Well, I don't have Facebook, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
But I think it's cute though.
Yeah.
So
it's nice sometimes.
So we know a bit about your YouTube channel and what it means to you. We know a bit about your characters. Yeah. So what is the impact your like videos have had on people, and what do you want people to take from like your content?
I think I'll start with the second one first. The impact that I feel that I would want my videos to have on people would be exactly what's happening today, and I'm extremely happy for it. And that is to change people's moods, no matter what time of day, no matter where they are, no matter what state of mind they're in, no matter what they're going through, no matter what situation. And really, with everything going on right now, and we spoke about all the hurricanes and stuff happening right now.
Yeah, exactly, the current climate, yeah.
I have a lot of fans in Florida, in Orlando, in Miami, and I've had them reach out to me and say, oh, like, all this stuff is happening, my parents are stressed, but the only thing really helping me is I'm watching your videos. I'm watching your stuff, and it's keeping me in a positive mood. It's bringing up my mood. It's helping me keep optimistic and all these things.
That's really inspiring, yeah.
That's really, like, recently that's what I've been hearing a lot. But even before that, I'd always get messages. I keep every single one of my messages. I even screenshot a lot of them and share them on my Instagram, because those motivate me to keep going. Because let's face it, when you're doing things like this and you're not getting paid,
exactly, it's hard to find
your motivation drains really, really quickly. So I mean, with anything, if you're not getting paid and you're trying to do something,
keep that inspiration instilling
that's
around
what
you,
really drives me every single day. Yeah. So I have messages from people saying that they've been battling depression, that like they beg me, they're like, please post a video today. I really need to laugh. I really need your help.
Oh, so
or
sweet.
Something as simple as a little kid saying, I was mentioning to you, I had the kid that was like freaking out, like as if I was like Jake Paul or Logan Paul.
Exactly.
It was the coolest thing in the world. But
so the context behind this, guys, for those of you who don't know, like one of Brandon's subscribers actually messaged him and was really like, oh, is this really you from like the videos you watched? And Brandon kind of had to like screenshot his videos and be like, yo, this is actually me. So yeah, I thought I'd give some context behind it.
Yeah, basically, like, he messaged me and started freaking out. He's like, oh my god, you like my pictures, you're the greatest YouTuber ever, I love your story time videos. And then I started to question, I'm like, wait, I'm not that big of a YouTuber yet, are you talking about me? So I asked him to screenshot one of his favorite videos, and lo and behold, he screenshotted the Mama Said No Gum video, which everyone loves, because it's a little kid stealing gum and not knowing the repercussions. So he realized it was me, and I was so thankful. I'm like, thanks for watching my videos. This is what drives me. And I gave him I screenshot it and I gave him a shout out because I'm like, this is what I need, especially at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning.
Aww, I think that's so sweet, and I think the fact that, you know, yeah, I feel like you don't think that you are, but I feel like because your videos are impacting people and you have got like a following as well, that you just hit 4K as well on Instagram. So
Yeah,
big congratulations for that, by the
4.1,
way.
4.1 as we speak,
Exactly.
and it's still
So
growing every single day.
I think it is growing, and I feel like the numbers are escalating, and you are becoming the up and coming thing, an up and coming YouTuber.
Yeah, it's definitely been a long time coming. It's only been a few months. I'm still new into it, but at the same time, I feel like my videos have been good enough to get the reception that they deserve to get, and they're starting. I think they're now starting to get it. I don't think they still don't get enough, but I feel like, and it's not even about numbers, and it's not about the money behind it, because none of my videos are monetized at this point. Instagram, I make no money off of. YouTube, I don't make any money. I mean, if you really want to break it down into dimes and pennies, I make like a cent, maybe a penny, 2 cents off of a video, which is, I mean, you're not going to pay a phone bill with that. You're not going to, there's other things that could be making me more money, but this is feeding into that need in my passion that I really have to fill, that void, right? So I feel like this is what I need to do, and I feel like in time the money will come, because in the biggest companies, and I'm not saying I'm the next Facebook of YouTube or anything, but if you really look at the statistics, YouTube was a free trade company for 3 years, 3 to 4 years. They didn't start in 2008. They were founded in 2008. They were in the creation in 2006. They didn't go public as an IPO, I believe it's referred to, or as like on the international trading kind of market. They weren't on there until 2010. That's 3 to 4 years of being free, no money coming in, and really just building up your fan base. And I feel like if I really just kind of not deal with it, but just continue to just trust the process, in 2-3 years from now, it'll all pay off.
It will, yeah, it does. I think as when you're starting up, the more work you put in, it does reciprocate, and it does come back to you as well. It just patience, and and having people like motivate you, and I message you saying, you know, the impact, that's what keeps you going, and inshallah the vision will come. Okay, so when we started off, you said that you mentioned Superwoman being like someone that inspired Mom as well. So who inspires you, and why? Is Superwoman one of them people?
Yeah, so Superwoman is one of the biggest motivational people that I look up to at this point. There are, for every aspect of my life, I have multiple different motivations. For my work ethic and waking up 3:30, 4 a.m. every single day, of course, it's Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. For my workouts,
that's pretty early, the times that they wake up. So
so Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart. For my body physique and goals, of course, I have to pick someone like Zac Efron or even Dwayne Johnson and all these people, because they've put themselves up there, and you really gotta. That's what I'm striving for. I always believe in striving for greatness, so I do the best I can, and I try to beat that every single day by doing what they do or trying to outbeat them. If Dwayne Johnson's waking up 4 a.m. to go onto set or to work out and then go onto set, then I'm waking up 3:30. I might not be in any category to compete with him, but in my head, I'm competing with him, and that's enough for me, at least for now. Of course, Superwoman has helped me on not a work habit level, but on a emotional and psychological level, because I battled with depression, I battled with anxiety, I still battle with anxiety and some depression here and there. But her videos just really helped me the way that I'm trying to help people now, and that's what helped inspire the message behind what I'm trying to do. It's not just to get attention and get lots of views and get money to buy a Lamborghini and buy a big house and live in a house with 10 floors and all these things. No, it's about impacting people and really changing people's mindsets in the way they think, because our generation is the next one coming up. Our generation is what everybody's relying on to be entrepreneurs and change the world and be social advocates for positivity and unity and all of these things. So you have to, you have to have people that's those motivators and really trying to impact them on a daily basis and really drive home that overall goal for the next 30, 40 years of what we're trying to achieve, right? And I feel like I fit perfectly into that, and that's what Superwoman's been doing. And if I could thank her personally, I would. I'd say, you know what? Thank you so much for doing this. If she's listening to this, which is highly unlikely, if you ever come back to Pearson, your old high school, Shavana goes there, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna thank you in person.
We heard it here first. If Superwoman meets Brandon, it happened because of this.
Yeah.
And I want to meet her too. So if you guys have a meet up, definitely invite me.
Oh my goodness.
I'll have to fly there, but I'll come.
Yeah, for that you'd have to fly out for sure.
Exactly.
Or honestly, we could try one of those crazy challenges where we put you in a suitcase or something and you like fly over.
So, feeding into what you just were speaking about, some of the perceptions that are going on, that you were saying about having a Lamborghini and all of that, that's not something that you want to be seen as that you're thriving for. So what
yeah,
is...
see,
yeah,
go ahead.
So what do you think are some of the challenges you're facing as an up-and-coming YouTuber? Is it that, or is there more to that you're facing?
I don't think it's on the Lamborghini level right now. I mean, I wish it was, but it's not on that level.
You got a Lamborghini hiding somewhere.
Little like Toys R Us Lamborghini hiding in the background. No, it's not on that level, but I do feel it every single day in the sense of these not YouTubers, but these Instagram comedians in the same kind of level or realm as me. Because again, I only have I have 4,000 followers on Instagram who love my videos and live and die for my videos, but at the same time, there's a lot of hatred already because of the stigma other people have created. I'm not going to throw out names, obviously, but I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do it just for the attention, for the girls, and there are a lot of girls. Shavana, yes, there's a lot of girls. She knows this. But if you have a real message you're trying to get across, when they send messages or when they send anything, you're sending back a message saying, this is what I stand for, this is what I'm about. If you believe in it, if this is what you are here for and not what your original intentions was, I gladly welcome you to stay, and I hope you'll be a part of this community. If not, then I know you'll fit in somewhere else. And really being positive even in that sense. There's a lot of negativity for that. Just being seen as, oh, you're just doing this to get girls' attention, you're just doing this just to show off, you're like, and really the main thing is, it's always about, oh, you're doing this to get girls, you're doing this to get girls. No, I have an amazing girl, she's my main supporter, I wouldn't trade that in for the world.
I think for you it's more about the content, not about
100%
not about the perks, let's just say.
Yeah,
but that shouldn't be a perk, but some people treat it as that and take advantage of it in the wrong way. So.
My main reason for doing it is for spreading the message, for changing people's moods, doing what Superwoman did for me when I was going through those times. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's your motivation. So. That's the best thing for it, really. So to finish off, I want you to give yourself some advice. One for your younger self and one for your future self. So we'll start off with, what advice would you give to the younger Brandon? What would you say to him? If he was stood here, what would you say to him?
Younger self, I would tell him, do what you gotta do. Stop worrying about what dad thinks. Stop worrying about what mom thinks. Stop worrying about what your girlfriend at the time thinks. She's not gonna stay. Hate to say it to you, but it's not gonna happen.
Young love.
Stop focusing on the now. Focus on what you want to achieve. Start doing what you want to do, and more so, start caring about yourself first. Because that's something I always did. I always put other people first and stopped myself from helping myself, so to speak. I know I'm like kind of being rhetorical there, but I put other people's personalities and growth and helping them grow first over myself. Yeah. And I never had that back in return, and until I started to realize I gotta do what I gotta do for myself. Exactly, otherwise I'll never achieve anything. So message for my younger self: do what you gotta do, stay focused, start YouTube. Start early. Start early. Don't start when I started, which is, can't really change that. But and for older self,
For the future self.
I would
So like the 10
future
year
self.
10 year in the future, Brandon.
Oh my goodness, I can't even think 10 years. Okay.
The future self, wherever the future may lead you.
3 main things. Don't lose the vision of why you started. Don't lose the passion. And don't lose the girl. Shavana has been I hate to say it, but she's been my guardian angel. Her sisters, her mom, they've been nothing but welcoming. They've been by far the greatest people outside of relationship based. They've been the greatest people to have come into my life and really help me on an emotional level when I'm having anxiety or having fear in what I'm doing, or having doubts, because I have a lot of doubts as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And their family's amazing, first class. Not one in a million, one in a billion. So sweet, receptive to me, welcoming, always caring to make sure I've eaten or stopped editing or recording or stopped what I've been doing to really make sure I take care of myself too. And I'm so grateful for that, and I'd be a fool to lose that.
Shout out to Shavana and her family.
Yeah, shout out
You've really
Shavana,
been Brandon's support system, and he hopes that you keep being that for him.
Shout out Shavana, shout out her 2 sisters, Nadia and Hema, and shout out to her mom, Tanuja.
Oh, shout out, guys.
Yeah, so that's what I tell my future self, and I hope I listen to myself.
I hope you play this back and be like, this is the advice I gave myself, and see if this works.
Right here, any argument that comes up, you're playing this last little bit to me every single time. I already know it. Anytime I don't want to take out trash, anytime I don't want to take her to go buy.
You'll be like, oh, I've said all the sweet things about you already, so.
Yeah, so.
Well, that's all the questions I have to ask you. Before we finish off, I just want to say a massive thank you, Momo's World. Thank you, Brandon, for letting me interview you, and for allowing me the opportunity to really showcase your story, because it's incredible, and I feel like anyone that listens to it, your subscribers, will see you for who you are and see that there's more to you than just your comedic videos. There's a person behind you. So do you want to tell everyone where your socials are, where they can find you and stuff like that? No? So for Brandon, I don't know where his video is gone, but you can find him on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook. I'll just get up the links right now. So for YouTube it's Momo's World. For Twitter it's @ Momo's World _. Instagram and Snapchat at BMOHD21. For Snapchat it's Aladdin23. So make sure you follow him on Snapchat, Twitter and on YouTube to hear the full interview. It'll be on his YouTube channel. The interview will be featured on my podcast as well. To hear the transcript, it'll be up on Monday of this week. For the full transcript. So this is me, SubXCare, signing out. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at HerSoulSearch. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.